Hello and welcome to another episode of Sarasalandcast. My name is Reroll Zero, and today's topic is um, if Microsoft created a Smash Brothers clone or Smash Brothers like type game. I could kind of see it. In all seriousness, I think it could be a good or okay idea at the very least. Um, But these type of things, though, they could be, you know, leaks decent, like the Nicktoons one. The Nicktoons one doesn't look so super bad. Or, kind of fall to the garbage heap of history, like, I don't know, Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think it was called Smash Up or something like that. I think it was even, Smash Brothers have gone into the point that even it was an additional mode in Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 2, I think it was on the Wii, where uh, they had a special mode, like or even Star Wars Force Unleashed 1 on the Wii as well. Both of them had special modes where it was a fighting game mode, and I just think that's just really weird, but also kind of funny because I think Force Unleashed 2, it was almost direct. It was almost Smash Brothers type thing. It even had like a stage that they fought on. So and I didn't have a lot of points talking about this, um, but I do have some. So the funny thing is when I looked at this picture initially, when the Xbox article was written, I did not see the Arbiter because like okay, the funny thing is in this picture there's no, or it seems like there's not any Killer Instinct characters. Plus, there is not any. I mean, there's the Arbiter, but at the same time, there's not General Rom, and all those characters have been in the fighting game before. So, I think they should have at least put that as one of their pictures because, again, it just doesn't a lot it's just funny that they just kind of, it seemed like they scrambled and they put it together in a rush versus like really thinking about it. Again, it's just speculation and it's not like a fully developed idea, but like it's just funny that again, like the characters that have been in a fighting game before, again, like Arbiter and General Rom, they aren't well, Arbiter's here but none of the Killer Instinct slash General Rom is not there. So next thing, Spartan 458 or Nicole from the Dead or Alive 4, has more of being a character than Master Chief because, again, Nicole has at least been in a fighting game, and again, DOA is one of those things where it's kind of, I don't think they could possibly do that even though it's been on a Microsoft console, but at the same time, I feel like that would be more of a better idea going out instead of just Master Chief. Because the worst part of the worst part of the game, or the worst part of the game concept, is just the fact that, um, gosh, what's it called? Is that if they had a game like this, a like almost 75% of their characters would just be shooting. So, that usual complaint when people talk about Smash Brothers where, a large portion is Pokemon or Fire Emblem characters. And I don't necessarily, I never have a problem with that because it's their game. I mean, again, it's kind of hard to not argue, but kind of hard to, kind of make it so that you aren't specifically targeting anybody. So, but again, I understand where people are coming from, but at the same time, like, you can just kind of, not, not to be rude, but not grow up. But again, like, pick a better battle to, or pick a better subject to talk about or wait or work on, or do something productive. I think what I'm trying to say. But yeah, if they did something like this, I think it would be even or not. If they had a Microsoft Smash Brothers game, it'd be difficult to play because again, like I was saying, like 75% of this picture is just all character, mostly the characters using guns or weapons. The ones that make the most sense to me are the cartoony mascots like Crash and Spyro, Crash's sister Coco, Doctor Cortex, the Viva Pinata thing. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry. Rasputin from Psychonauts, Blinks the Time Cat, Ori and the Blind Forest. That makes sense. I hate to admit it, but the Battletoads kind of makes sense because they come from a beat 'em up, and beat 'em up and fighting games are almost the exact same thing. So, other than that, again, like I would think they would need a significant rework for them to be more kid friendly because that's what they were kind of mentioning too. Because like, you know, some time ago, or yeah, some time ago, they wanted Blink the Time Cat to be their mascot, because something kid friendly like Sonic or Mario, etc. But again, what the problem with that was, Halo was was pretty much a launch title for the Xbox. So, at that point, Halo was submitted / Master Chief was submitted as Microsoft's what's it called? Mascot. So, so the same thing is they wanted to go kid friendly. They couldn't go, or it didn't go their way, and yeah. I feel like Banjo-Kazooie, again, even though that was originally on the N64, that could work. Again, not just because he's in Smash, but also because that's another like mascot character that's cartoony and kid friendly. Specifically speaking, the character or franchise that they put in there that doesn't make sense to me the most is Tony Hawk / Sunset Overdrive. Not just because Sunset Overdrive was a disaster, but also that, and again, not to target anybody. If you enjoy the game, that's perfectly fine. But Tony Hawk makes the least sense to me, to be super fair. And that's almost about it. Like another big thing, if they would make this the Microsoft Smash Brothers, would be if what items would they even use? And my first thoughts went to the plasma grenade from Halo and the Halo 4 sticky bomb, because then those could function again like the motion sensor bomb from Smash Brothers and the sticky bomb from Smash. I think from Brawl, or the fourth one, I don't remember off the top of my head. The only other thing that I could really think could be an item is the Farsight / laptop gun from Perfect Dark. But yeah, my and the couple of points I'll bring up is again, I think they would same thing with the struggle with the items. They could have assist trophies as well. They could have a group of the Elvis's species from Perfect Dark could be one. You could honestly say they could function like the Advanced Fours, like tanks and soldiers. So, if they had a final Smash, it'd be pretty funny, because if it was like custom for like Rasputin from Psychonauts, you could see how empty Master Chief's head really is. This was one I was not slightly proud of, but I was thinking, that could really work. The Fallout Vault Tech character could have an aesthetic like Mr. Game & Watch, flat and just and have it like that. It's that'd be a really brilliant move on their part if they did something like that. If they made it like a 3D model, I mean, if they had him 3 dimensionally instead of 2 dimensionally, I think that would leave a lot to be desired, because I think in the sense of Mr. Game and Watch, it's kind of charming if they did the 2D aesthetic with the Vault Tech character. I think they could that would be a real that would be a pretty solid selling point. I think instead of them being characters like they posted right there, the Forza / Microsoft Flight Simulator could have a Pilot Wing Star Fox S stage dynamic. You could be fighting on a plane or something like that. So, the last last two are since they did buy Activision Blizzard, they could have Nova from StarCraft Ghost. Again, they could have a lot of characters. Specifically speaking, since they have Grim Fandango on Games Pass, even though it's originally developed by LucasArts, I think that could be a good what's it called? A good development or good character to develop, because even though in the sense of Grim Fandango, Manny does not do a lot, he still could be a viable character. But yeah, never mind. That was the last one about StarCraft Ghost. So yeah, I think in all seriousness, if this would to be a profitable idea, I think you would have to have more cartoony characters, or at the very least, make original characters like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 did, where they had the pirate woman. Sorry, I'm having a blank. It's Ruby Hart, right? And that cactus guy. And although Sun is an arcade like classic character that Capcom put in the game, it was still pretty much almost like new to a lot of people, because they probably never heard of that game in the first place. But yeah, they could even create original characters for Smash. So same thing with Smash Brothers Brawl, with a story for Subspace Emissary. They had special bosses and such like Taboo, and I think Galleon was that roll and round boss and all that. And again, they could even use that from other IPs or whatever, like have like same thing in the sense of like Rayquaza was a boss in Subspace Emissary. So again, I would say that they would have to work on it extensively to make the game a good idea. Same thing with like how they're releasing the game Multiversus from WB, that they're jumping on the trend of trying to get or at least ahead of the curve with a something like Smash Brothers. And it's not a bad idea, but again, like I get why they did it, but at the same time, it's just like unless they polish it really good, it's probably not going to be overall really good, or at least if they don't work on it enough, it's gonna it's not gonna look good. So that's about it. Thank you for watching or listening to this Sarasalandcast. My name is Real Zero, and I'm signing off.